Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 14th of July. So just looking through these markets, it's first day back for me. I've just switched everything on last night and left it just so it all warmed up. It's warm now, and looking at these markets, there's very little I can see at the moment. I'm looking at New Zealand dollar, US dollar as possibly one of the better opportunities. We'll see. Let's just run through the majors anyway and the usual suspects. So the euro dollar, so from what I can see here, it's starting to build a decent trend on towards the downside. Lower highs, lower lows coming through, particularly on this 4-hourly picture. Goodness knows how you would have traded last week. It looks absolutely ugly, but maybe we'll get more of the same, or maybe it will get a bit prettier this week. As it stands at the moment, there's nothing I really want to do with this. It's already, well, gone quite ugly in the intraday basis. It's run up, hit the pivot, run down, hit the S1. It's ticked both boxes for me. It's not really of any significant interest. It could keep rolling. I would be looking for the short side opportunities on it. The pound US dollar, well, the pound appears even weaker across the board here. Lower highs coming through. Even on the dailies here, it's broken the sort of one of the little trends that was sitting across there. The major trend still stands, but overall we're seeing from way back here a couple of weeks ago now. We saw the double top, the break of that, it triggered, it's for then onwards moved down, lower highs, lower lows. Quite a steep run down here at the moment. I'm just sort of looking at the potential. I mean, if it came back towards the weekly pivot, it could be a short. Needs something to get it rocking and rolling to that. Lower highs, lower lows running through. So not looking particularly great there. US dollar, US dollar yen. Well, the yen's been losing ground. It had been to a partly beforehand. It's got into a bit of a more of a messy sort of zone. It's got the higher lows on the 4-hourly here, and well, perhaps a break to the upside could be an opportunity. Of course, it'll be double topping when it gets up there, but it's got the higher lows, higher highs. It's done plenty of double tops, did one here and so on. At the moment, with the higher lows, higher highs, well, we'll see what happens this morning, but it has some scope to get up there. Australian dollar, I've never seen quite such a mess on markets when you look at these days and days of the same old. 4-hourly wise here last week, the end of last week, chopping along sideward. It did manage to get a bit more upside than some markets, but overall Friday is a non-tradable day. Lower highs coming through here, quite ugly overall. US dollar CAD, US dollar CAD in the bigger scheme of things still looks like a short, but it's got off really messy last week. Goodness knows which direction this is going to go. At the moment, it's looking at it on a daily basis, it's a bit of a pennant. It's very unreliable. So the one I was looking at was this New Zealand dollar. Really looking at it from the bigger time frame here, because a break of the lows from the 9th of July confirms a more significant lower high, and we could see a bit more of a swing short there. It's got pivots to aim at right the way down here somewhere. They're probably not great risk reward in terms of, you was to take this, you'd need to be putting the stop above the high there initially, but we'll see what develops of this. But it does look probably the best opportunity of a bad bunch, really. It's not that bad, but it's lower highs coming through. I'm just looking today. I mean, it's more of a maybe yesterday, tomorrow even trade, not yesterday. I can't even see many good yesterday type trades. Here's one I found yesterday. I quite like this one. This is in terms of overall what I'm looking at. It's the best so far. Looked through the crosspairs this morning, some of the usual suspects like the Euro CAD. Well, it's just chopping quite sideward when you look at it. It's last week never really showing any direction where it is at the moment. Of course, with this sort of type of consolidation, at the moment it looks like it might break down, but quite ugly. There's nothing else I can see immediately here. Pound yen, maybe. Let's have a look. The yen. Yeah, the pound yen. It's only starting to. I mean, the pound just looks so weak. I've missed the news, everything. I've not watched a thing over the last week, so everything here is new to me. Sorry, I should have looked at the beginning what news events are coming out. I will just take a quick look at where we are with those this morning. Calendar. So Monday, no, we're not there. Let's go for this week. That'd be good. Not a lot then. Today, Monday the 14th July, really little. We've got this week Canadian inflation, US inflation. It's an inflation, so CPI will have PPI later in the week as well. Normally, oh, there it is. Claimant count. There's not a great deal out there I can see immediately. We've got UK employment data, which doesn't really move the markets too much. Okay, not a significant amount of data this week coming out. I was looking to see if there's something I'm looking at there or missing, but no, can't see anything. It's the market's really waiting for. So, likes the pound yen. This looks quite soft what it's doing at the moment, but it's a case of maybe catching on the lower time frames. Any selling to retracements, breaks of the lows here. This one's already gone from the breaks of the lows. It does look soft. Okay, I had the pound CAD highlighted previously as well. Well, that went, didn't it? But not in it. It's too far gone at the moment. Right. Usual suspects. Then let's just have a look at gold first. So gold still working its way up there. The uncertainty into these markets. I hear Bitcoin's running at 122. This is pushing up, higher lows coming through here. Yeah, still got potential to push on upwards. Quite a mess from where it's sitting at the moment. Oil. So not really escaped too much since I last looked. Actually, let's go into this one. Once we get this ugly stuff out of the way, maybe it will start appearing a little bit better. But it looks like it had quite a rip down late on Thursday. There, ripped off, but rallied again. It's a real pig's ear there. Nothing there for me at the moment. Okay, equity markets, S&Ps. So the S&P's not far off of making new all-time highs again. Double topping there actually in the intermediate time frame. You can see it a little bit clearer here. A break of the low between the two highs would suggest further downside, but I wouldn't go too soon. It's got a gap that might get filled first, so we'll see how things track around into the afternoon here. Maybe a reversal this morning might see us pushing back up there. The FTSE, this is down 0.3 today. Okay, so making all new time highs there on last Thursday, but coming off a little bit at the moment. Equity markets have seemed where it's going. Now this is a bit like New Zealand dollar here, about to make a lower high, just confirming through, not far off of it. We could see further downside there. See on the lower time frames here, hasn't caught today's pivot. A break of the S1 there would see it target towards the S2. Okay, and finally the DAX. So the DAX leading the way to the downside there. What day did it top out on Wednesday? Wednesday evening there. Double top. Well, I say double topped, almost double topped. It broke the lows between that, and since then it's breaking and looking lower and lower, softer and softer. So, well, again, another gap there to see what happens this morning. It breaks the gap, fills the gap, maybe then looking on the back on the short side. Okay, not a great deal this morning. So just in summary, I'm just looking at really on the currency side of things. This New Zealand dollar might be an opportunity on the bigger scheme of things, I guess. I don't have a lot else there at the moment, but it's first day back, so do excuse me. I'll normally take it easy when I'm coming back to get fully aligned with the markets, and I'll be going into a deep and thorough and bit of analysis this morning. Okay, I shall leave you there. Have a great day, and I will catch you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.